ternary operator. Clear? In Java, it is actually known as conditional statement. Conditional statement. Because this statement, the ternary, contains the statement with condition. So that's why it is known as conditional statement. What is the purpose of this one that we understand by the name at first, ternary. Why it is called ternary? Because it contains three expressions or three parts of this body, this statement. First part is known as condition. Second part is that after question mark, this is true block. And the third part after column, that is false block. This statement contains the conditions, and at the place of the condition we can put Boolean expression also. Boolean expression. What do you mean about the Boolean expression? That means the expression which gives the result in true or false. Now, with example we understand, and how it works that we understand. Suppose here given 10 is less than 20, then question mark 100, then column 200. And in this, at the beginning, here given x is equal to. We understand first, this will evaluate at first the condition, 10 is less than 20, condition is true. Then can we move to after question mark, that is true block, here is that 100. So 100 will assign into the x. 100 will assign into the x. Now x will have the value 100. Clear? Now suppose another aspect we give another condition like that. 40 less than 20. So 40 less than 20. This condition is false, then control move to false block, and this value 200 will assign it to x. Here x will contain 200. Now, because condition result, that is this Boolean result is false, so 200 will be assigned to the x. Now we understand with another example. And what is the purpose of the conditional statement that you understand? At first, write that in notes. First of all, now, it is also used at the place of an if-else statement, and simple use we can use for the simple work, one statement that we can use conditional statement also. Another thing is that it can, or it is used to assign result value according to condition. Okay, so that means ternary operator is used to assign the value according to condition that we have discussed in previous example. Now we understand programming aspects of ternary operator and one example of simple program based on ternary. That 3 points that you write as notes. Now, situation is that suppose we have two numbers A and second one is B. A is having 10, B is having 7. We have to find out the smaller one. We have to find out the smaller one. How can we find it? So small, one variable we have taken, and in small we will assign the value which one is smaller. So using the ternary operator, how can we find the smaller between two numbers? Check here. We have to assign here the value in small. If A is less than B, that means in this condition where A is less than B, that means A is smaller. So at the true block, A will assign, and if condition will become false, that is A is less than B is false. It's clear B is smaller. So now we will assign here. Now put example and understand. Here the value of A is 10 less than 7. Condition is false. That means control will move to B part and B will assign into small. So small will have the value 7. Okay. Now another example we take after this. Suppose here B is having 17, A is having 10. Now 10 less than 17, condition is true. Control move to A. So A value will assign into small. The value of A is 10. So small will give this time 10. Okay. In such a way, we assign the value and we use it. Now, dear students, we are going to discuss few programming questions based on ternary operator. Okay. So programming questions based on ternary operator. So, which type of questions can be asked in ternary? Like that, for example, suppose we have to find out that square of a smaller number. We have to find out square of a smaller number. So we have to find a square, but a smaller number at first we have to find out. These type of situations where we have to put condition, and based on the condition we have to do some task. We will use ternary operator. Now, first question we are going to discuss, where to input or accept two integer numbers and find out the smaller between them. So we have to find out that what we will do. So we are going that first program. So we will write here the class program 1 without space. Body we will start. In a main we will accept two values like that. Void main and two integer values we take int A, int B. Okay. Then here One small value we need, so we will take one variable small for holding the smaller value between a and b. What we will write here? We will write here small is equal to a less than b question mark. According to this condition where a is less than b, that a is smaller, so in true block we will assign a, or in false block we will assign b. Now which one is smaller? We will get in small, so we will write here system dot out dot print the small number is equal to plus small. Okay, in such a way we can find out the smaller between two numbers a and b. Now this is one example question. If I change that question, so we need second question like this: wrap input or accept two integer numbers and find out bigger between them. Bigger between them. The second question, second program. So we program 2. Here we will accept a and b. So variable name you can change from program. If you have the x, y, then it's okay. N1 and 2, then it's okay. But here small we will not write. We will write related to the verb variable name. That is bigger we have to find. We will write here big. Now small is equal to not. So big is equal to a greater than b. What do we write? A greater than b. That means this condition says a greater than b. This condition is true. It means a is bigger. So this rest are okay. A is bigger. That is a will assign it b. If this condition is false, a is greater than b. A is greater than b. That means b is bigger. So b will be false equation. So b will assign it. But message we have to display different. So what message we will write here? Bigger number is equal to. Bigger number is equal to plus b. Okay. Now this is second program. Between two numbers we have to find out bigger value. Okay. Now we move for the third question. So third question is different. You can pause and you can write in your copy. These are programs. Now that third question. We change the third question. We have to input or accept two integer numbers and find out the square of the smaller number. Square of a smaller number. So question number third, so that's the program 3. So here a and b, two values we have accepted. After accepting, we have to find here the small, so and the square of the small also. So here we take as a result res. We take as a result res. In the result, we will store that the square of smaller number. Condition is here, a is less than b, that means a is smaller, so we have to find the square. So we will write here square means a into a, and column. After that, if condition is false, then b will be small, and our control will move after column. So here b into d, then semicolon. Let's once again understand what is the question saying. Accept two integer number. We are accepting in main as argument. After that, we have to find out the square of the smaller number. At first, we have to find out the smaller number. A is less than b. This condition is true. This condition is true. Of a into a, we are going to assign into result. If this condition becomes false, that means smaller will be b So that's the B into B, we are assigning it to the RES. Now we are printing here the message, the square of the small number is equal to plus RES. The square of a small number is equal to plus RES. Okay? So in such a way, we can find out and we can implement ternary operator. Can we move for the next question? So next question we consider that question number 4 has different ways. Now, question number 4. We have to accept two integer number and find out the square of the smaller and cube of the bigger number. Clear? Cube of bigger number. Both we have to do in same program. Then what we will do? So you understand, it's a very tricky, but you can use that. We have to accept two numbers, accepted, okay. Find out the square of the smaller number. So square of the smaller number means this is okay. So we write here that square and cube. So as cube, square and CB as a cube. Here as cube. Okay, and we will not display here the message. We will find out the square of the smaller and we will find out cube of bigger. So for finding the cube, we write CB is equal to, we have to find out bigger one. So bigger one we can find A greater than B. That means A is bigger. Now A into A. Okay. And then we have to find out cube of bigger B into B. So understand one thing. If A is less than B, condition false, that means B is less than A. Okay. A is less than B, condition true, that means A is smaller. If A is less than B, condition false, then B is smaller. So you will find out like this. So with example we understand. Suppose you are given 3 and you are given 2. A is accepting 3 and B is accepting 2. Okay? Now we put here the condition. So value is 3. 3 is less than 2. Condition false. This is 3, this is 2. 3 is less than 2, condition false. When condition becomes false, that means which one is smaller? B is smaller, 2. So 2 into 2, 2 into 2. That means 4 we are assigning to the S cube and S cube will receive the value 4. But suppose we go to the next statement, here is given 3, 2. 3 is greater than 2. That means A is greater than B, true. Then, so A into A, that means 3 into 3 into 3. That means this will assign into CB. Okay, that means CB value will be 27. 27. So we have to display here that square of a smaller number and big cube of bigger number. Now we have to display the message. Now display, and that here will be A into A, and now message will be that you write complete system without a print element. I am writing as to give it in short. square of a small number is equal to plus s cube. Okay, keep it down. Cube of big number is equal to plus cube. This value we erase, that is only for understanding. I hope so. If you have any doubt, you just clear that one. You can ask also, but it's clear, so everybody can understand easily how it works and what is the value and how it will be useful. Okay, so we go for the next program in next video. So thank you.